On this episode of the Infowars News Blitz, CBS labels Infowars as fake news. German government worries about Islamophobia after a German woman is raped and killed by a refugee, and Italy votes against EU takeover. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of December the 12th, 2016, this is first article today, and this is an article written by Paul Joseph Watson. The title is actually called CBS Labels Infowars as Fake News. Underneath it says, from the same network that brought you the Ruthergate and Saddam Mobile Biological Weapons Labs. Oh, brother. In a slideshow piece entitled Don't Get Fooled by These Fake News Sites, CB has used the network that has brought Ruthergate and Saddam Hussein's non-existing weapons and mass destruction list Infowars as a fake news website. The site is connected to Alex Jones, a radio talk conspiracy theorist who has alleged the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax, states the blurb accommodating a screenshot of Infowars. In reality, Jones put out a video he made that he didn't think that the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax. The other fake news website listed in the same category as info includes one's like The Real News Right Now, which admits on its own about staging all the stories on the site are satire. CBS News is effectively blacklisting Infowars by including it among websites which are known to be or admitted to be fake news outlets. They are ironically given that CBS is notorious itself for spreading fake news. CBS also doubtfully spread the fake news before the Iraq invasion that Saddam Hussein had mobile biological weapons labs, a story that turned out to be completely convincing claim from a notorious, unbelievable source. The difference between the fake news spreading by admitted fake news websites and CBS Iraq war propaganda is that CBS helped sell a war that killed hundreds of thousands of Iraqis, thousands of U.S. troops, and ruined a continent. Whichever inaccuracy Infowars has unknowingly published over the course of 15 plus years, not a single one has led to mass slaughter or inhumane catastrophe, unlike the mainstream media's fake news. And basically that's just it. They're lying. Infowars is us, and it looks like they're gonna try and do something about this. I mean, be on your guard, people. Okay, folks, this is the second article here. It's an article written by Paul Joseph Watson. The title is called German Government Worries About Islamophobia After Muslim Refugee Rapes and Kills Woman. Underneath this, warned citizens it will be monitoring Facebook posts. And, I mean, just look at this girl. She's just pretty. The German government has reacted to the shocking news about an immigrant who raped and killed a 19-year-old girl by warning that they would be watching Facebook posts carefully for instances of Islamophobia. Yeah, the Stasi will be doing it. A teenage Afghan asylum seeker was arrested on Friday for allegedly raping and murdering of a medical student in Freiburg, which took place last month. The victim's father is a senior EU official and relevant supporter of immigrant policy that has seen over 1 million refugees pour into Germany last year. As if the story couldn't get any more disturbing, the German government's response was to warn citizens who expressed anger over the and said on Facebook that it would be on the lookout for Islamophobia hate speech. Vice Chancellor Smear Gerbil assessed that the murder should not be used to stoke anti-immigrant statements. In reality, the German government's own statistics show that violent crimes have skyrocketed since over 1 million refugees have arrived in the country. Yeah, there's your cultural enrichment right there, folks. We wouldn't have this victim and so many others if the country had been better prepared for the dangers that always go along with massive immigration, he told BID. The concerns are not shared by Angela Merkel's government, which is more preoccupied with hunting down German citizens for the inflammatory Facebook posts. After the mass sensation of women in Cologne in New Year's Eve, the German government and media has corresponded to cover up the incident. We are shocked by this crime, and at the same time, we see that our warnings are about the uncontrolled arrival of thousands of young men from Islamophobia cultures are written off as publicists. I mean, basically, really, and this girl was pretty too. But really, how about you, I don't know, close your damn borders! Really? Seriously? You can do all this. Just sit there and just, I don't even know what to say about this now. I mean, basically, these people want us dead. For the final article of the day here, it's an article written by, Infowars.com. It's actually a video report from the infamous Alex Jones himself. The outlet's called Italy Votes Against EU Takeover as Globalism Implodes. The globalists are on the run, but that means the stakes are higher as they launch their most desperate plans to enslave humanity. And, well, sorry about that, folks. Technically speaking, here it is. Here's the video right here, so I'm just gonna go right ahead, sign off here, and play the special report right here.
Because they'll keep the borders open, the rest of it. So Austria was having more of a symbolic vote about who their president would be. This, quote, ultra right-winger of the Green Party, and they elected the Greens today. So that's the first defeat. But on the same day, Italy had a much more substantive, real victory in saying, no, we're not going to hand over our sovereignty to the unelected EU entirely. Now, the EU has responded. The EU has come out. You can just Google this for yourself. And since these member states are trying to pull out after Brexit, we're going to create an EU army and order you to dissolve your armies. And we'll have an army that keeps you safe. Oh, you're trying to leave? We'll put a new army in place and tax you for it. We'll quarter a multinational force in Germany, in Spain, in Greece, in Italy, in the Netherlands, I guess in the UK, if you try to pull out. And the mayor, an Islamist in London, has said, we're not going to leave even if the British government says so. We'll take control of the city. We work for the EU. This is how you're conquering the 21st century, is by corporate bodies. But another huge victory in Italy. This is 6 or 7 big victories just in the last few years, and they're accelerating. And as there's more victories, more people start to pull out. Now, we told you this would happen. Brexit came out. After Brexit, the EU said, you know what, you're not allowed to leave. We're just not going to let you leave. People say, well, at first it's hard to leave if they bureaucratically control you. But they're showing themselves as dictatorial. Mid-term, long-term, they're going to lose by exposing its unelected. By talking about it and getting ridiculed and having CNN say it doesn't exist, we force it out into the open.
Well, there you go, folks. I mean, we're kicking their butts right now, and you just heard what Aldo just said. Oh, you want to leave? No, you're not. And we're gonna have a EU army to keep you safe, and so you won't be able to dissolve your borders. I mean, folks, we're winning, but that don't mean that we can, get light-footed. Not light-footed. I mean, flat-footed. I mean, they will respond, and trust me, they will respond. Don't think they won't, because they will. And I think that's what we really need to take a look at here. But enough about that. That's all the articles I have for you today. If you'd like to read more about these articles, please go to the links below, go to Infowars.com or PleasantPlanet.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like this one I have read for you today. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I'm Info Gundam, live from Freedom Radio number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye-bye.